a KQED television production.
This is a scopatone. These are virtues. These are letters of an iconic San Francisco sign that once lived high above Mission and 17th. These are films, lots and lots of films. And this is Stephen Parr. He's an archivist, a curator, a collector, an artist, a writer, an image maker. Ask him yourself and he'll tell you he's in the memory business.
I'm really in the memory business.
That memory business is called Oddball Films. It's been here since 1984, the here being San Francisco. It's housed on the third floor of an industrial warehouse. There's 6,000 square feet of space. In that space are over 50,000 films. This is the largest private film archive in Northern California. It's also the most unusual. It's where filmmakers license the odd and the extraordinary for their projects. Home movies, B-roll, news footage, outtakes, cast-offs, propaganda, historical, medical, educational, experimental, commercial, erotic, bastard films that don't want an owner, orphan films that don't have an owner. These are the films hidden in the crevices of our culture. On Thursday and Friday nights of nearly every week, films from the archive are screened in specially curated thematic programs for the public. Each program happens only once. It's all film and projected live. It's a shared experience. The films are rare. You've never seen them before. If you miss a program, it won't be back. If you see one, the images will live on in your memory. As Stephen would tell you.
I'm screening memories. I'm screening history. I'm memorializing it to a certain extent, reinvigorating it, giving it a new take, recontextualizing it, remixing it.
The memories began in Syracuse, New York. Stephen Parr was born there.
Yeah, the thing about Syracuse, it was really a great place because wherever you went afterwards was better. Any place was a step up.
That step up was a move to San Francisco, California. In the 80s, Stephen Parr promoted and produced hundreds of performance art and mixed media shows in venues all over the city, including his own, Club Generic, and the New Generic. Nothing about any of this was generic. Stephen Parr's creative reputation continued to soar. Then a man from Hollywood came knocking. Not that man, this man, director Ridley Scott. 1984. Ridley Scott was in San Francisco seeking unusual footage for another commercial he was directing.
Chanel number 5.
Stephen Parr was the man that had the footage, and Ridley Scott became Oddball's first client. His archive grew, and new clients kept calling.
I'm kind of an availabilist in a sense. You know, I have something, it's really unique. I think it belongs in this particular place, and I provide it.
And how does one manage an archive of over 50,000 films?
I think the best database really is in my head because there's a lot more room for serendipity.
And if Stephen Parr's head isn't available, he has an electronic database and searchable online archive.
We're quite successful at what we do. We just don't do what everyone else does. If somebody wants to look at 100 shots of the Golden Gate Bridge, great. But we're more interested in a different look at reality.
This is a sign that says taco. This is a chair for drying your hair. This is a mannequin without head, arms, and legs. This is a human-sized doghouse. And this is Stephen Parr summing it up.
We're Oddball Films. We look at things differently. We have a different take on things.
Want more Truly California? Visit us online, to keep up with the local film scene, stream full documentaries, and submit your film to Truly California.
Support for Truly California is provided by the members of KQED.